Hey guys, I am back! Today I got some Spaghettios, just regular Spaghettios. So I'm gonna eat these. I've got 2 pieces of buttered toast, and I got a little bit of black olives. Weird combination, I know, but I eat weird stuff all the time. I also got some fresh squeezed real lemonade. So this stuff is so good. Way better than any of the stuff that you can just buy at the store that's pre-made. For sure. Alright, so if you guys are new to my channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Become a member of my family. We would love to have you. If not, whatever. So let's go ahead and dig into these Spaghettios. It has been so long since I've eaten Spaghettios, and then I got some because they were on sale, and my kids have just been tearing them up. So let's see. Here we go. Brings back childhood memories for sure. Tastes like tin can and a little bit of tomato sauce. I still like it though. And as you can see, I've got golden spoon. I picked up a couple of these at Walmart. Now I just need to find some good chopsticks that I can use. I'll probably have to look on like Amazon. My kids are going crazy downstairs. I showed Scott our tadpoles, and he came to the conclusion that he thinks they're mosquitoes, so he dumped the bucket out. So Munch is all sad. I wasn't 100% sure either, but I figured I didn't want to kill a whole bunch of tadpoles, so... But Scott thinks that they were mosquitoes, and I don't want mosquitoes around, so they had to go. How many of you guys have had Spaghettios? And they come with like, see if I can focus on it. There you go. Some of them come with hot dogs and little shapes and stuff like that too. I always like just the plain regular ones. I don't like hot dogs in cans really. My kids will tear up some Vienna sausages though. Those little like uncooked hot dogs that are in the little blue cans. They love those. Not me. Got my hair in a bun. And it is so hot and humid outside. It's crazy. Like you can't even stand outside. It feels like as soon as you step outside, like there's just an elephant like sitting on your chest. It's just so hot and heavy feeling out there. Like you step out and it's like you're immediately sweating. It's not like out in California where there's no humidity or really low humidity. So what have you guys been doing for summer? Because summer's coming to an end here soon. I can't wait for the kids to go back to school. That right there is why. Scott's down there with them. They're just so loud. They're always fighting with each other. It's like, I need to get you guys out the house. But it's been so hot. You can't even kick them outside to play. because they're sitting out there getting heat stroke and stuff. And they're like, can we come back in, please? My mom requested off some time for Halloween. So we're going to have a Halloween party. She's already ready for fall. I love summer and spring. Like, summer's my favorite season. But there is like a period of time where it just gets so hot and so nasty outside that you just don't even want to step out. It's like to the point to where your steering wheel and stuff, I'm putting some on the toast here, where your like steering wheel is so hot that you can't even touch it unless your car's been running with the AC for like 10 minutes. I got back from the grocery store the other day. I pulled up into the driveway. I turned the car off and I was taking stuff out. And I heard this like sizzling sound from under the car. And I was like, what the heck is that? And I like get down and I look underneath the car. And the air condition, you know how it'll like drip a little bit? Like there's nothing wrong with it. But the AC was like dripping onto the asphalt, and it was so hot that it was actually sizzling as it hit the ground. It was like tss, tss, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so hot. And the kids, I can't let them out in that. I don't want them getting sick. Like Munch will be outside for 5 minutes. Her cheeks get all pink. She starts getting all like sweaty and stuff. Too hot for them out there. They're ready to go to the beach though. And I am too. I don't know if I'll be able to do any videos or not. I don't know how much like restaurant eating and stuff we'll be able to do, because we have a condo, so, well, an apartment condo kind of deal, so we'll be able to go to the grocery store and get some food and cook at the house, which is nice. So we'll see how much we can eat out. But we're going to try to keep it a little bit on the cheaper side, which is nice because they don't charge you to go onto the beach and just hang out all day. And the kids haven't seen like an actual ocean front, like with ocean water and sand and stuff. They've been on like the Potomac River and they think that's the beach, but it's totally different than the ocean. So I gotta go on Amazon and get some sandcastle toys and stuff like that. They're gonna have a lot of fun though. And I'm waiting for Munch to get a little bit older because I want to go to Disney World again. Alright, so that's one piece of toast down. Can y'all hear that? Oh God, they're upstairs. They're gonna bang on the door, I guarantee it. We just did a declutter of the toy room and had to throw away a bunch of toys. Aria is a pack rat. She wants to keep everything, no matter how small it is, no matter how broken it is or dirty it is, she wants to keep it. It's like, girl, no, we need to throw stuff away. I had a big old black trash bag, like the contractor's bags, threw one of those out, and it was full of stuffed animals. I told her it was full of clothes because she wanted to help drag it down to the end of the driveway. And she was like, "Are you sure there's clothes in here?" And I was like, "Yes, honey, I'm sure it's clothes in there." And she's like, "Okay, because this feels more like toys." And I was like, "Nope, it's clothes." I didn't let her open the bag because everything would have went back in the house and I would have been fighting to throw it away. Get some lemonade here in my mason jar. These are so good for like everything. Just put anything and everything in them. Real fresh squeezed lemonade. How many of you guys have made lemonade? I used to sell lemonade whenever I was little. I'd make like this kind of lemonade and I'd sell it for like 10 cents a cup. This was back in like the late 80s, early 90s, so inflation. I'm sure they cost a lot more now. We had this one girl last summer in our old neighborhood. She set up a lemonade stand and she was selling them for 75 cents a cup. And the kids were like, "We want some, we want some." So she started pouring them all cups. And I counted out the money and stuff. I gave her change and stuff. And I gave her like a variety of coins so she could count them out. Because she was younger. She was probably about 12. So I wanted her to be able to count them out. She kept trying to give me back change, and I was like, "Honey, no, you're going to get ripped off. You need to learn how to count your money." But she started filling up the cups and was just handing them to the kids, and I was like, "No, no, 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 no." And she's like, What? I was like, "I'm sorry. It's not that I don't trust you, but I need to taste that first. I'm not letting my kids drink something from somebody. I don't care. You know, it could have alcohol in it or, you know, I have no idea." And she's like, "I promise it doesn't." I was like, "I'm being a good parent. I'm not letting my kids drink that until I taste it first." It was fine. And then of course, my kids were like, "We want to set up a lemonade stand." And now it's like, with that incident with the little girl selling bottled water, like, I'm afraid to let my kids even try to sell lemonade or something. You know, I mean, it teaches them how to count. It teaches them about good business. I mean, it's good for kids to do stuff like that, but so many people nowadays. I don't think there'd be any problem in my neighborhood, though. Some people are just assholes, though. Can't help that. Coming down to the last couple of bites of my Spaghettios. Just tastes like tin can and tomato sauce. And not like a nice, rich kind of tomato sauce either. Very cheap. But hey, whenever it's on sale and it's something that my kids will eat, I'll buy it. Alright. I gotta clear out my bowl. And whenever I have like cans of stuff, I have to get like every single little circle out of the can. Am I the only one that does that? Or do you guys just kind of like reach in, get most of it, and then throw it out? Or do you have to scrape out every little bit? My husband says I'm weird because I have to scrape it all out. I was like, "Hey, I paid for every single last little O in there. I better get everyone out." My goodness, there's a hidden Mickey. Mickey! Come on, O's. Just a few of you. Alright. Now I'm going to take my bread or my toast, scrape up the rest of this really cheap tomato sauce. And I got my olives. I come up with like the weirdest combinations of things. Kids are dragging chairs around down there. Oh my God. And I hope that they haven't gotten their schedules yet, so they don't even know like who their teachers are or anything. But I hope the bus comes at the same time it did for Aria's summer camp, because that'll be so easy for me to get them on at 8:45 instead of like 8:20. But then it'll just be me and Munch for most of the day. I have to start packing up for the beach though. I'm glad I've got all their school supplies and everything done. The only thing that I'm missing is shoes. New shoes. But we went to Target and we got everything from the Target. But then Scott was like, I can't do this anymore because the kids were just like, can we get this? Can we get this? Can we get this? Come on, Dad. Because I had to have my piece of paper. I had to focus on what I needed to focus on to make sure I didn't forget anything. So he took them, because they were supposed to try on clothes and get shoes and stuff too, but that didn't happen. And out of all that, to do it on tax-free weekend, and the stress of that, and I only saved $24. Target wasn't that busy though, but I know the Walmart probably was. Alright, so I scraped out all of that. That's my bread is done. Now we will go into some of these olives. I love olives. Come on, focus, focus. Just pitted, sliced black olives. I love all kinds of olives too. Black olives, green olives, stuffed olives, olive oil. Scott says I'm weird for just, because I'll take like the big cans of like the full black olives and I'll just drain it. I'll just sit there and eat a can of olives, and he's like, you're so weird. Like, I can't help it. They're good to me. It depends on the brand though. Some brands are better than others. These are the Pearl brand? I don't know. The can is black, yellow, and red, I think. I'm not sure. If I remember, I'll try to put it in the description of what brand they are. But a lot of the time, the store brand, they're not quite as good. It's better to spend a couple extra cents to get like a good name brand. My first ever pet, I got whenever I was 7. It was a tabby cat, an orange cat. Her name was Peaches. Some of my most fond memories are me sitting there on the floor with bowls of black olives. And I'd be sitting there watching cartoons, because, you know, we had the big, like, box TVs that had to sit on the floor. They were, like, all with wood and stuff around them. Back in the late 80s. And she'd sit there and she'd eat olives with me. black olives, green olives. She'd eat pizza. Any kind of like meat. Tuna fish, ham, turkey, chicken, steak. But she'd eat weird stuff. She'd eat like pickles and stuff. She was so weird, but she was such a good girl. I miss her. She lived all the way until she was 17 years old. And then she finally just started to lose weight. She wasn't eating well, and she was just getting old. So we didn't want her to suffer anymore, so we helped her cross the Rainbow Bridge. Last little bite here, and there's a little bit of juice in the bottom, so I'm gonna take that, drink that too. Call me weird. All right. If you've never made like fresh squeezed lemonade, you should do it. Just takes lemons, water, and sugar, and so good. And you got like the little bits of the squeezed lemon parts in it, so I mean, you can strain it out, but I actually like it. You just sip around the seeds if you have any in there. Alright, well, thank you guys for having lunch with me today. Like I said, if you guys are new, hit that subscribe button, become a member of my family. We would love to have you. And until next time, who knows what I'll be eating next time. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Love you. Bye!